Hi, I'm Mad Bajir with FandomWire. Guys, it's so good to see you. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
I'm good, thank you. Congratulations on an amazing season finale. You know what I found so interesting in this second season is how it explores so much more of each character's aspects, and I love the duality of Elrond and of Gil-galad because obviously in season one it was much more about the diplomacy, and here we get to see the warrior side of them. And I was wondering, just storytelling wise, what did it mean for you as actor to be able to get to that shift within you and just explore this side of their personalities, basically.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I knew about the Battle of Eregion from the books and from my reading and all that stuff, and I knew in the books the way that it's done. So I was kind of prepared in my mind for the Battle of Eregion. I thought that's what they would do next, and then they found out that they weren't. But the amount of stuff that we had to do, and the sort of the real journey that he goes on, and the change that happens within him, and the growth and all of that stuff, it was really fun to read and exciting to play.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Benjamin?
Yeah, I really enjoy that aspect of the job, that it's an extension of the storytelling, another tool for storytelling. And I was very comforted by particularly Charlotte, our director's approach to it, that it should further the narrative. It's uninteresting fighting is when story happens,
Yeah,
cut, now
hacking,
we see a cool fight,
hacking and slashing.
cut, yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas we know more about who these characters are and where they're going and what they've been through throughout the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just another tool for storytelling, and that was comforting and also really exciting to take part in.
Very exciting, very badass stunts as well. But you, so
Thank
you
you.
mentioned the
It
the,
means
the
you.
battle.
it means you with that spear.
Well, you.
No, you did great, both of you. But the Battle of Eregion and your characters, Middle Earth has some of the no, not some, just the best, the most spectacular landscape ever created. And so your characters travel to Eregion, and then Khazad Dûm, and then there's obviously so many battlefields. And so I was wondering, I'm always curious to know the impact that a set will have on your performance, and how it's going to help you bring out a certain performance. And I was wondering if you could talk about the set that had the biggest impact on season two for you.
I would definitely say the battlefield.
100%.
Yeah, because for me, there's a sort of change that happens within Elrond throughout the battle with with the desperation increasing, and like the sort of brutality of war and the
Mm,
shocking nature of that, like, and how that sort of works on him, which was helped by the set because when he first starts fighting, he's in the armor with the helmet and the cloak's very clean and everything's very clean. You know what I mean? And he's like, it's dry. It's the middle of the day, and that sort of helped him fight in a certain way. And then by the end of it, I was walking up like with just soaked, absolutely soaked, like my whole my hair, like soaked head to foot in muddy water. Um, and it was just soaking that set, so you'd falling over all the time, and you had to take this ridiculous route to get there. It was just, and it was the middle of the night, so the contrast of the two things in terms of the set was enormously helpful for like
yeah.
what I wanted to do with him,
Mhm.
and the sort of the how desperate he gets throughout the course of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the amount of work that goes into building those worlds, they're created by people that love it as much as we do. I mean, there was one day we were in this huge muddy field, and they go, cue the smoke. And someone had buried in the ground, who knows, months in advance, these smoke cables. And it just started rising out of the mud and bubbling up. And you're just like, it was chilling. But
Yeah.
also, someone had to do the math of that. They had to figure out how deep to bury it, how to make it safe, how are they going to power it in the middle of the wood. Like it it's humbling the amount of work that goes into
But
it.
then also the smoke itself, and when it comes out for it to come
what
out
you
in a
can breathe, what color
yeah,
it
but
should
also
be.
in a realistic way.
Yeah.
That you're building up this atmosphere without it feeling like just chuck a bunch of smoke in there.
Yeah,
you know?
like, a child's haunted house.
Yeah,
You know,
they've got those little bats that they sort of like almost do some sort of like artistic. It's like
yeah, there's a whole art to people that just do atmosphere in films, and these guys are profound. So yeah, it really transports you, and it is humbling to see people that are at the top of their game.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I love
that guy off for all Gil-galad stuff. Smoke guy with his fan. Well, I was like, you know what? I'm taking that.
Take it, it's mine.
Oh, that's so cool. I would love to geek out about that so much more about the Giving Me the Rap. But thank you so much for joining me today. Congrats on this season, and I cannot wait to see the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.